Hello Charmers, I'm your host Atticus Nightingale and you're watching Charm Savant. Thank you for tuning in. Now today is going to be a different type of video. Currently I have this famous witch and wizard card here. This being Birdie Bot, it doesn't really matter who's on the card. I mainly needed it for the dimensions of what I'm trying to put together. So my channel is fairly new, but of course my backdrop is it could be better. I'm still growing my Potter collection and there's still a lot more that needs to be done, at least until I feel like I'm satisfied with it. And I figured what better place to go than Hobby Lobby. It's no Hogsmeade, but it's still home. And I figured I'd like to bring you guys along, perhaps give you guys inspiration. So let's go on inside and check it out.
So I had to narrate over this part because it did have music playing and I don't want copyright. Can't have the ministry after me already. But every time I go into Hobby Lobby, I always try to look for Potter adjacent decor or just cool dark academia. How I noticed this hourglass here. I really love the black sand. It reminded me of the dark arts or just something extremely elegant. But I always love to have these books here. I just wanted to pan over and show you guys what they look like. I actually do have a few in my room set up behind me. But the cool thing is they actually double as boxes. So if you have any pins, keychains, coins, it's a great way to keep them hidden, yet still within theme of your room or your living space. So I noticed this damaged artifact here. It looks like an astrolabe a little bit. It also reminds me of the spinning planet above Wiseacres at Universal Studios Hollywood in the Wizarding World. So I was thinking I can get that and spray paint it gold. But the main reason why I was there today is to look at these fashion easels here. So the reason I brought that famous witch and wizard card is because I'm going to get a holder for it. So at first this wooden one caught my eye. It's about the same price as the steel easel. So here I have myself trying it out just to try to get the fitting right. But the funny thing is, I ended up showing the camera. I cut it from this part, but I did drop the card and I did scratch it. Luckily this was a duplicate, so I wasn't too mad, but it still happened and I'm still mad at myself for happening. Alright, so here's the 5x3 folded wood option. Then here's the 3x3 twisted steel option that I ended up going with. And the twisted steel just looks so clean. I love how the gold matches the gold foiling of the card, and everything just worked with this option. I love it. And yeah, and here I am showing the easel and how it looks. And it was only $3.99. I wish I got some sort of discount for it, but hey, maybe in the future Hobby Lobby can sponsor a video. I can do a whole haul. Hobby Lobby, I'm saying, hit a wizard up. But I also like to go by the furniture section as well as the home decor section. So the bigger items such as briefcases. That one above reminded me of Newt Scamander's briefcase, or just something from the early 1900s. And just seeing all these chests here, which is pretty funny since I believe Universal, the visual team, came here to grab these chests and use them as filler for the parks, because I could have swore I seen this chest here while I was working a shift there. So this one's $7.99, so I definitely have to come back. Perhaps I'll make another video coming back for just a chest. But those two chests there remind me of Hogwarts Legacy, how when you find the certain wand handles, then they have mini chests, they have large chests, they have wide chests, short chests. Pretty much any chest that you can think of, they have it. Then I saw this desk organizer there. I opened it up because I figured, hey, that'd be cool to keep some cool wizarding items in there perhaps. Or even these wall mounts here, how ornate it is. I can easily buff that up. I can have like a really cool metallic look to it, or I can just keep it as is. $25. It's personally not that bad. And right now they had a sale going for a few other items, so it was about 40% for these things as well. Now, I came across this magical beast while I was there. It seemed to be relaxing. I just wanted to see if he was friendly. Oh, then, I got startled, had to leave him alone. Then they also had this section here with a bunch of clocks. And the reason that they're on sale for 50% is because they're actually pretty damaged. Some of them were chipped, or the paint was missing, or the actual glass itself was scratched. I believe I'm going to pick one up so I can show you. So it looks fairly good from a front view, but once you see it from the side, it is quite damaged. But for 50%, you really can't beat that, especially for something so nicely made and ornate. I can definitely fit that in my collection somehow. If I go back to Hobby Lobby, I may have to pick that up. But here, this is for the next project that I was thinking of doing. This is from a Hogwarts House Point tracking system that I'm going to have in the background of my video. So first I showed off the pom-poms. They have all of the different colors, so you are able to use those. Or you can do what I'm doing and go with the sand option. So the thing is with the sand, it works well, it looks realistic, but it does have quite the weird odor. So I would definitely recommend opening it up and letting it sit outside just to try to air it out a bit. But I got the blue for Ravenclaw, red for Gryffindor, green for Slytherin, and Hufflepuff for yellow. The next I'm looking for a point vessel, as I clearly displayed there. I found this really cool one for $8.99, but they do have the smaller ones right beside it. I believe I got footage for that, but it did get corrupted, so I don't have it in the video now. But it was $8.99 for the larger one, I believe $6.99 for the one on the left, and then $3.99 for the smallest one on the far left. But I ended up just going with the 4 of the biggest ones. Had to move my easel because it got in the way. But I went with 4 of the largest vessels there, which I got the last ones on the rack. So hey, anybody wanting those giant spice racks, I'm sorry, they're mine now, buddy.
I found pretty much everything I was looking for. Now, time to treat myself. Perhaps ice cream, butterbeer, or cookies and cream. Who knows? I'll see you back at the workshop.
Welcome back to the workshop, my friends. Glad you made your way back, didn't get lost. So, my haul at Hobby Lobby was quite the trip. I was able to find pretty much what I needed for the projects I had in mind that I would like to show you today. So, let's go ahead and start off with the first item here. That first item being these jars. So these jars retailed at about $8.99. Of course, I got one of the larger sizes for what I was trying to do with it. But you can always size down, like what I've shown earlier in the video. You can always size down and get one for, I believe it was like $4.99, $7.99. But for these jars here, for this size, this was $8.99, okay? And I ended up getting 4 of these bad boys. So I got 4 jars for $8.99. And then next is going to be sand. Just simply colored sand. So here we have yellow. Next we have blue, or dark blue I should say. Next we have red. And lastly, we have green. So for each of these, they retailed at $2.99. Okay. And going off those colors there and seeing the jars, I'm sure you can already put together what my project is going to be. But lastly, I'm sure you remember how I mentioned my Birdie Bot every flavor bean card. So the main reason I brought these around was so I can get an actual holder for them. Now I'm not going to get a holder for every single card that I have. That will be quite pricey, and they're always adding new cards. So once I get more space, perhaps I will in the future. But if this video does come out before the one that I'm planning, then I am going to be doing a card collection update in a sort. So it'll be my famous Witch and Wizard cards from Chocolate Frogs of 2024. So I believe Bowman Wright just released soon, but I do not have his card yet. But leading up to that, I do have a majority of the other cards in my deck there. So if this video is uploaded before my famous Witch and Wizard card collection update,
then definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be quite the blast. And there is going to be a raffle in it as well. I'm not going to tell you what it pertains to, but I will give you a little hint. You see chocolate frogs? There can only be a few other things that relate to chocolate frogs, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Alright my friends, so this concludes our video. It was just a simple video I had going on. I was heading out of the workshop and I figured I'll bring you along. I had a few ideas in mind and I just wanted to go by Hobby Lobby and see what they had. So, to summarize what I pretty much picked up today, I picked up some sand for each of the Hogwarts houses, as well as some jars that I will be filling up, Ravenclaw in the lead, of course, as a really good backdrop for our videos here. And then lastly, I picked up this little easel here, which is going to be showcasing the famous Witch and Wizard cards throughout the video. Just so I'm not holding the cards the whole time, it'll be on a nice display as well as I present and tell you a little bit about the famous witch or wizard that it pertains to. If you guys enjoyed the video, why not hit that like button? Subscribe perhaps? Or just leave a comment of what your Hogwarts house is. But I'll leave you guys with a riddle. I am a magical creature with a twin. In the dark, my light is dim. But with a
Swish
and a flick, I shine bright, guiding wizards throughout the night. What am I? Leave your answer down below in the comment section, and I'll leave the answer in the beginning of the next video. But until then, my friends, stay charming.